Hi, Noobs Recaps here. Today I'm going to explain an action thriller sci-fi movies called Avengers Infinity War. After obtaining the Power Stone from Xander, Thanos and his elite group of lieutenants, Ebony Maw, Cull Obsidian, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive, move forward in their quest to acquire all 6 Infinity Stones. With 2 stones in their sights, they set out to capture the remnants of the Asgardian population, who are escaping the destruction of their homeworld. Thanos intercepts their spaceship, ruthlessly killing the remaining Asgardians, including many who had survived Ragnarok. Thor, weakened from the destruction of Asgard, watches helplessly as Thanos tortures Loki, who ultimately sacrifices himself to try and stop the Mad Titan. Unfortunately, Loki's final act of defiance fails, and Thanos kills him after retrieving the Tesseract, which houses the Space Stone. During the fight, Thanos uses the Power Stone to easily overpower Hulk, cowing him into submission. This display of dominance leaves Hulk traumatized, unable to revert to his powerful green form later on. Before his death, Heimdall uses his last strength to summon the Bifrost and send Hulk to Earth as a final warning. With 2 Infinity Stones now in his possession, Thanos obliterates the Asgardian ship and departs to continue his quest. He orders his lieutenants to travel to Earth to retrieve the Time Stone, held by Doctor Strange, and the Mind Stone, embedded in Vision's forehead. The stage is set for a full-scale invasion of Earth as Thanos inches closer to his goal of reshaping the universe. Meanwhile, on Earth, Hulk crash lands in the Sanctum Sanctorum in New York City, reverting to Bruce Banner. Dazed but determined, Banner delivers a dire warning to Doctor Strange and Wong: Thanos is coming, and he plans to wipe out half of all life in the universe. Strange immediately seeks out Tony Stark, interrupting him as he discusses the future with Pepper Potts. The two contemplate the gravity of the situation as Banner explains Thanos' twisted ideology. Thanos believes the universe is overpopulated and resources are limited. By eliminating half of all life, he argues, he can save the universe from inevitable destruction. Stark is hesitant, still reeling from the events that fractured the Avengers, but he knows the threat is too large to ignore. As they prepare, Thanos' lieutenants, Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian, arrive in New York aboard their massive spaceship. Their objective is clear: retrieve the Time Stone from Doctor Strange. The city is plunged into chaos as the fight begins. Bruce tries to summon the Hulk to help but finds himself unable to transform due to the psychological trauma inflicted by Thanos during their earlier confrontation. With Stark and Strange outnumbered, Peter Parker, now swinging through the city as Spider-Man, joins the fray. Despite their combined efforts, Ebony Maw captures Doctor Strange and the Time Stone amulet, though Strange has placed a powerful enchantment on it, preventing Maw from simply taking it. As Maw flees the scene with Strange as his prisoner, Tony and Peter sneak aboard his spaceship, following them into space in a desperate attempt to rescue Strange and stop Thanos from acquiring another stone. On board the spaceship, Tony and Peter face off against Maw. Using quick thinking and teamwork, they manage to defeat Maw by blasting a hole in the ship's hull, sucking him into the vacuum of space. With Strange now free, the group debates their next move. Strange believes they should return to Earth, but Stark argues that they should take the fight directly to Thanos before he reaches Earth. They agree to pursue Thanos, heading to his home planet, Titan, where they believe he will be. Meanwhile, in Scotland, Vision and Wanda Maximoff, who have been in hiding since the Avengers disbanded, are attacked by Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. The 2 lieutenants are tasked with retrieving the Mind Stone from Vision, and they come close to doing so. However, the timely arrival of Captain America, Black Widow, and Falcon saves Vision and Wanda from certain defeat. After a fierce battle, the group retreats to the Avengers compound, where they meet up with James Rhodes and Bruce Banner. Vision, understanding the threat Thanos poses, offers to sacrifice himself so that Wanda can destroy the Mind Stone. But Captain America refuses to let Vision die, suggesting they travel to Wakanda. There, they hope that the advanced technology and expertise of Wakanda's scientists might allow them to remove the stone without killing Vision. Across the galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy respond to a distress signal from the remains of the Asgardian ship. They rescue Thor, who was left floating unconscious in space. After regaining his strength, Thor explains the gravity of the situation to the Guardians. He tells them about Thanos' quest for the Infinity Stones and deduces that Thanos is heading to nowhere to acquire the Reality Stone, currently in the possession of the Collector. The group splits up to stop Thanos. Thor, Rocket, and Groot head to Nidavellir to forge a new weapon capable of killing Thanos, while Peter Quill, Gamora, Drax, and Mantis go to nowhere to stop Thanos from obtaining the Reality Stone. As they journey, Gamora opens up to Quill about her traumatic past. She recalls how Thanos invaded her home planet, slaughtering half of its population, and adopting her as his daughter. She tells Quill that Thanos is obsessed with achieving balance in the universe, no matter the cost, and asks Quill to promise that if she is captured, he will kill her to prevent Thanos from learning what she knows. Quill reluctantly agrees, though it is clear the thought pains him. At Nidavellir, Thor, Rocket, and Groot arrive to find the forge dormant. The once mighty dwarves have been killed by Thanos, save for Eitri, the dwarf king, whose hands were smelted, leaving him unable to work. Thanos had forced them to create the Infinity Gauntlet and then slaughtered them. Determined to forge a weapon capable of killing Thanos, Thor, with Rocket and Groot's help, reignites the forge by summoning the power of a dying star. The process nearly kills Thor, but their efforts are successful, and they create Stormbreaker, a powerful battle-axe capable of summoning the Bifrost and channeling immense energy. Meanwhile, Quill, Gamora, Drax, and Mantis arrive at Nowhere, where they find Thanos already in possession of the Reality Stone. Thanos uses the stone's power to warp reality, tricking the Guardians into believing they have the upper hand. In a cruel twist, Thanos captures Gamora, forcing her to reveal the location of the Soul Stone. Despite Quill's attempt to fulfill his promise and kill Gamora, Thanos alters reality to stop him. He takes Gamora with him, leaving the Guardians devastated. Thanos brings Gamora to Vormir, where they encounter Red Skull, the keeper of the Soul Stone. Red Skull reveals that the only way to obtain the stone is by sacrificing someone the Seeker truly loves. Thanos, despite his twisted love for Gamora, throws her off a cliff, killing her and claiming the Soul Stone. While Thanos completes this grim task, Nebula, who had been tortured by Thanos for information, escapes and calls the remaining Guardians to meet her on Titan. There, Strange, Stark, and Parker arrive and join forces with the Guardians to confront Thanos. They devise a plan to subdue him and remove the Infinity Gauntlet. Strange uses the Time Stone to view millions of possible futures, finding only one scenario where they win. When Thanos arrives, they manage to momentarily restrain him, but Quill, learning of Gamora's death, loses control and attacks Thanos, breaking the team's hold on him. Thanos easily overpowers them all, defeating Stark and nearly killing him. Strange, in a surprising move, surrenders the Time Stone to save Stark's life, much to Tony's confusion. Back on Earth, the Avengers regroup in Wakanda, where they prepare for the final stand against Thanos. Shuri works to safely remove the Mind Stone from Vision, while the Wakandan forces, led by King T'Challa, join the Avengers in defending the city from Thanos' army. The battle is fierce, with the Avengers and their allies struggling to hold the line against the overwhelming forces. Just as hope seems lost, Thor, Rocket, and Groot arrive via the Bifrost, turning the tide of the battle. However, Thanos himself soon arrives on the battlefield, and his power proves too much for the Avengers to handle. Wanda, in a desperate attempt to stop Thanos, destroys the Mind Stone, killing Vision in the process. But Thanos uses the Time Stone to reverse her actions, bringing Vision back and tearing the stone from his head. Now in possession of all 6 Infinity Stones, Thanos completes the Infinity Gauntlet. Thor delivers a devastating blow with Stormbreaker, but Thanos survives, taunting Thor that he should have aimed for the head. With a snap of his fingers, Thanos activates the gauntlet, unleashing the power of the Infinity Stones. In an instant, half of all life across the universe is wiped out. On Earth, Bucky Barnes, Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, Falcon, and many others turn to dust. On Titan, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Star-Lord, Drax, and Mantis also disintegrate, leaving Stark and Nebula stranded. The remaining Avengers are left in shock and grief as they witness their friends and allies vanish before their eyes. In the aftermath, Thanos retreats to a distant planet, where he watches the sunrise, satisfied that he has fulfilled his mission. The universe is now balanced according to his twisted vision, as half of all living beings are.